Hello my friend, and welcome back to my home. I just wanted to preface this by saying thank you so much for being here. I am blown away by the amount of new people around here from my minimalist story. Stay tuned as I am hosting a special 5K giveaway. More details on that to come soon. Our main focus today is to clean, declutter, reorganize, and restock the kitchen today. I'm also going to be sharing a grocery haul a little bit later, so stay tuned for that. And again, just kind of getting the kitchen reset. I'm also going to be sharing some of my favorite ways to simplify and declutter your kitchen throughout today's video, so keep watching if you need help with decluttering your kitchen. So you're starting off with the refrigerator. One of my favorite things to do is clean out the fridge. I try to do this weekly, the day before our garbage day. That way the trash is picked up along with all of the spoiled food and anything else that is in the fridge that might get stinky. Like I always do when I declutter, I am working in sections and taking everything out so that I can start with a fresh clean slate. I'm sorting and cleaning as I go, as this is what I have found to work for me and my brain. I talk about small wins often when it comes to decluttering, as this is what sparks motivation for me and creates that ripple effect and allows me to continue to push through even when it's hard or I just don't feel like doing it. I find the easiest way to get that small win is by starting with decluttering the trash. Always. It is so simple but yields massive results. When it comes to implementing this with the refrigerator, I am looking for old, spoiled food and expired products. To clean the fridge as well as my containers, I am using all non-toxic annual cleaning products, and then I am drying using my favorite microfiber towels by Bloom Towels. These are truly the best microfiber towels. No, this is not sponsored. I just have to give them a shout out. Their towels are oversized and they have the most beautiful double-sided prints, and they are just so versatile. I love them. I use them in our bathroom as hand towels and then here in the kitchen as well to dry after I'm done cleaning, and I use them as a dry mat for our clean dishes as well. Like I said, they are super versatile. I will link them down below in the description along with my discount code. I love when aesthetic meets function, and Bloom Towels has got you covered. So as you can see, I am just sorting and putting like products together. This is our only fridge, so that's a huge challenge for me as I am not a minimalist when it comes to food. I do buy a lot in bulk. I stock up when there's sales, and again, that's very challenging when you only have a single small fridge. But hey, we're doing our best until our kitchen renovation. I'm gonna start off with sharing 3 ways to simplify and declutter your kitchen. I have already mentioned to empty everything out and sort items as you are emptying. This allows you to see everything that you have and make it easier to decide what to keep and what to get rid of. So I recommend taking notes, as this is jam-packed full of information. So let's get into the other ways, and I want you to be ruthless when it comes to getting rid of these items that you don't need or use. Number 1 is to get rid of any Tupperware that doesn't have a matching lid. Number 2 is to declutter your utensils. And number 3 is to declutter anything you have not used in the last year, is not in good condition, or you have duplicates of. So for example, you don't need 4 can openers. I had some random water bottles in the door of the fridge, so instead of dumping them down the drain, I went around the house and used it to water some of my plant babies, and then of course put the water bottles in the recycle bin before we move back into the kitchen and continue cleaning. I also wanted to mention that the containers that I use in our fridge are literally from the dollar store, so when it comes to organization, I try to always be very mindful and just do it on a very tight budget. I normally stay away from plastic products except when it comes to organization. You don't need to be spending hundreds of dollars to organize a space. It is very possible to just go to the dollar store and do it on a budget. Of course, the other brands from like the Container Store or whatever, they are a lot more sturdier and they are better quality, but to be honest, my fruits and veggies don't care. So this brings me to my next 3 simplified kitchen tips. Another way is to put your like items together, right? So kind of creating different zones. For example, you want like a prepping zone, a cooking zone. So not only does this simplify your kitchen, but it also just creates more functionality within it. The next one is a little bit controversial, but I am totally pro decanting. It helps reduce visual stimulation from all of the colorful containers the products originally come in, and it also helps you to know when you are running out of something. Next is, once you've decluttered the kitchen, you can focus on organizing what you keep. I love Caraway Home, have to give them a shout out as well, not sponsored either, because they come with organizers, which you just saw in the clip there for my pots and pans. This is huge for anyone with a small kitchen. I will link my discount for them as well in the description if you are interested. Like I previously mentioned, I also love decanting, baskets for in the pantry, and those plastic containers for in the fridge. You will hear me talk a lot about decluttering to reduce visual stimulation. That is because physical clutter takes up a lot of mental space. It creates stress, it creates anxiety, and it limits your ability to focus and stay productive. According to psychologists, clutter attacks the brain with excessive stimuli. So this is what creates that feeling of like overwhelm, guilt, and just discontentment in our homes. We don't need the scientific facts to prove that, though. Let's be real. I felt this in my own home, and I know that you can relate as well.
It's like a charger around us that just feels right. Can't get my head around it. I can never hit the brakes. Every time you touch me, babe, into space. I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Now that the fridge is all cleaned out and the kitchen is clean, it is time to head out to the grocery store. Let me know down below, do you physically go to the store, or do you do grocery like delivery or pickup? I still go to the store for 2 reasons. Number one, I'm a huge micromanager and don't trust anyone to pick my groceries. True story. Even when my husband goes, I remind him to check the expiration dates of everything. But truth be told, I go 99% of the time. I might send my husband to the store for like, I don't know, 3 things or something, but I think I can confidently say I never really send him alone to do like a full grocery shop. The second thing is I find grocery shopping almost therapeutic. It's one of my favorite childhood memories, like just going to the grocery store with my mom. Anyway, there's a little tangent for ya. Let's get these groceries unpacked and put away.
I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking. I swear you're falling into me. Touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. Ooh, baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. Feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. Just take a hint. You got a free pass. Oh, try to hide it, but you had me from the get-go. Let me be frank, I'm not that complicated. If you need me, what's the use of playing
All right, a really quick $300 Canadian grocery haul for you guys. So in this bag here, I just left this here as it needs to go down in our like storage pantry area. So I did get some canned soup as well as some chocolate chips. I love this brand. Most of you know, unless you are new around here, I am gluten and mostly dairy free. And so I need to be very mindful about what I am eating. Especially right now, I am having a flare-up of eczema on my hands. And then just really quickly, I got some organic maple syrup. I'm gonna be getting more of this. We go through maple syrup like it's going out of style. I put it in my coffee. If you have not tried maple syrup in your coffee, it is literally life-changing. My kids have been requesting the pink bagels, which are these ones. They were on sale, so I did get them for them. But you will see something I bought a little bit later. Actually, I'll show you right now. I did buy this everything bagel seasoning. I am going to attempt to make our own gluten-free bagels. Eventually I want to do the sourdough, but I haven't done my starter yet as I'm leaving to Mexico next month and I don't want my starter to die. So that'll be in like 2 months or so. I got some of these juice boxes. These are really good and I find to be the best ingredients in terms of juice boxes. I stopped buying these as the girls can just eat them like candy because that's basically what they are. However, they were on sale and they are in the shape of bunnies. So I was thinking ahead for Easter when they are on sale and the girls are going to flip. This is my favorite dairy-free yogurt. It is the Silk Probiotic Cherry. I also really like the Silk Raspberry Strawberry ones, and my kids actually have been enjoying eating these as well. So they were on sale. I got more of those. As I mentioned, I'm not fully dairy-free, but I am trying to cut it out just with my eczema flare-up. And so I do a lot of coconut and stuff like that as my substitutions, oats, almonds, and this I have found to be the best tasting dairy-free cheese by the brand Violife. So if you are on the hunt or in the market for a dairy-free cheese, highly recommend this stuff, and it does actually melt. These are literally the best hash browns. I don't know if these are gluten-free, but I'll have to look into that. If they're not, I won't be eating them, but the rest of my family will be. I got some spinach. I just literally throw this right in the freezer and then I use it for my smoothies. I got some lettuce for wraps that I like to make. I make wraps for my husband and then I just eat it as a salad, as I still haven't found a gluten-free wrap that I like. I found pitas, but where I get them from, it is a kind of local. It's in Toronto, Canada, and that's like a 3-hour drive for me. And you have to spend $300 in order to get them to like ship anything to you. And so I don't really need $100 of gluten-free pitas. So I just eat salads. Some bananas, same thing. I put those in my smoothie. Underneath here, you can kind of see I have 2 cucumbers. I have some zucchinis. I'm going to be making a chocolate zucchini loaf. I've shared the recipe before, but it is to die for. And we have a lot of new subscribers, so I wanted to share it again. I love this Elmhurst brand. Minimal ingredients, as you can see, filtered water, whole grain oats, and salt. So I like to put this in my coffee. However, I just found out that oats contain a lot of nickel in them, which can flare up eczema, and I don't know if these oats are gluten-free. It doesn't say that it's gluten-free, and so I don't know if it's just because it was made in a factory that was like that has gluten or what. So I got this just because it was on sale and I wanted to have it in our pantry. You'll notice I am not a minimalist when it comes to food. So fun fact, food, not a minimalist. Now that I got that out of the way, let's continue on with the grocery haul. I got some Asian pears for my kids. They love those. Some green beans, broccoli. I got all of the 30% off chicken because, you know, it's expensive. And so I always watch for sales like that. It expires today and it's gonna go straight in the freezer and then it's still good. Got some eggs. I needed a lot of eggs and my husband's been working a lot but hasn't been able to get some eggs from one of our friends. And so had to buy some at the store today. It's totally fine. I usually like to buy them from a local friend because it's significantly cheaper. My kids have been dying over Honeycrisp apples, so I got those. I got 2 things of peppers. I think I showed you the seasoning already. I needed some yeast, so I got this quick rise yeast. It was a way better deal than buying the individual packets like I have normally done, and so yeah, needed that for some baking. And then vitamin D, because you can never have too much vitamin D. And then, I don't know if you saw me when I unboxed this, but I got this little wooden dish to put spoons on. So that's gonna go on my stove. So there is my $300 Canadian grocery haul. Let's go ahead and get these put away.
I was falling through the air. No one let myself to hold my hand. Standing in the shadows of where we have been. With your back facing me.
Like I have mentioned numerous times, I am not a minimalist when it comes to food, and I do buy in bulk, especially when there is sale. So for instance, this is some free run chicken breasts that I got on sale for 30% off. Regularly almost $70 for 15 chicken breasts. I got them for $3.15 each, which in Canada, that's like a steal of a deal. Each of these bags will last us for 1 dinner and then 1 lunch. So technically 5 dinners, 5 lunches, or 10 meals total for under 50 bucks. I divide them up, as you saw, into proper proportions for our family, and then I throw them right in the freezer. Then every single morning I take meat out for the evening. I used to label them with an expiration date, but to be honest, we go through it so fast that I don't need to label the chicken. It's just a waste of time. So even though I am not a minimalist when it comes to food, there is still order and systems that allow me to be able to easily manage it all. A few other things I decluttered in our kitchen are like my appliances. I got rid of my air fryer as we had 2 of them, and I refused to buy a rice cooker. So instead, try and focus on like dual or like multifunctional appliances. These also need to be stored behind a cabinet, as again, we want to reduce visual clutter and keep most of our countertops clear.
Feel my body move to every move you make, and I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me, 'cause tonight
I had to run over to the States and grab a package, and I went into Target. So 99% of the time I look and I don't actually end up purchasing anything, but I did purchase 2 things that I'm going to share with you that I've been eyeing up for months. Both are from the Hearth and Hand collection, and I plan to put my essential oils in the basket here, and then the recipe book holder will go in our kitchen as practical decor. I hope that you enjoyed today's motivation and my kitchen decluttering and simplifying tips. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already for more simple home motivation and inspiration, and we will see you guys in my next video. Bye!